Hello beautiful people, welcome back to Noon Scorpio Moon Tarot. I am Noon. So today we will be looking at your money, your career, what changes to expect, what is to come in your current career and financial situation, all in that. So before we get into it, I'd like to offer you to subscribe to my channel, like this video, give it a comment, thumbs up, especially if the reading resonated, and also to follow me on Instagram. My handle is in the description box below. I also have personal readings to offer, and yeah. So before we get into the reading, I'd like to offer you to take a couple deep calming breaths with me so that when you choose your pile, it is the most resonant and accurate. So take one deep breath. Another deep breath, 2. Third deep breath, 3. All right, beautiful. Okay, so we have pile 1, All Saints oil. This oil is good for psychic ability. I'm actually going to put it on right now. Well, we'll do it later. We have our PTAH oil. It's a lovely casual oil. Then we have our SIREN oil, pile 3. If you need more time to choose your pile, please feel free to take as much time as you need, and I will see you at your reading. Hello to everybody who chose on the All Saints oil. So let's get into your reading. We will be looking at your current financial situation, current career situation, what is to come, and what potentially is to come for you in your career. So we're going to be drawing 5 cards today for you. So this first card is your current situation. The second card is, what do sources of income can you expect? Like, where can you look? What industry maybe you can expect to find prosperity in? What opportunities to consider that maybe you haven't considered? How these upcoming opportunities will benefit you, and the overall outcome for your finances and career. So bottom of the deck energy is Uranus, genius. You might be an entrepreneur, you might be a business owner, you might be somebody working in a very technical field, such as technology. You might work with cameras, you might just work in technology, just something that's very technology based. Maybe you're an entrepreneur and you're working on the internet a lot, working through the internet for your business a lot, especially in COVID time, during a pandulce, a pandemonium, a panda express. Okay, quit joking. Okay, so this is your current situation. Very driven. So you're currently very driven right now. Like I said, you might be an entrepreneur, you might be working on your own, trying to get your own branding and your own business started. Excuse me. That's your current situation. So you might be very confident in your ability to offer something to people, offer a service to people. Okay? So what new sources of income, where new sources of income will come from, potentially. Interesting. 8th house. You might, girl, you might be working in the occult, you might be doing witchcraft. Let me find out. Sister? Let me find out. I'm actually going to read from my book really quickly just to get more of a clarity on what industry maybe might show up in here. You might work. Oh, right. Duh. You might work in finance. A lot. You might be dealing with other people's money. You might be a financial advisor to people, a financial assistance to people, kind of getting people to get their money together. Or you might be working in the occult, maybe doing what I'm doing right now. Maybe you're a tarot card reader, palm reader, astrologer, anything that has to do with like the occult and like secrets. It's not so much a secret anymore. We all know, at least we all should know that the spiritual realm is very much real, and we can tap into it at any time. But yeah, if you're not into that, you might just be working with people's money. You might have been a finance major. You might work on Wall Street. You might work in stocks. Maybe you do stock trading, and you receive money from day trading. I do that as well, and I mean I'm learning. We're all learning. So maybe you can get some income from that as well. Kind of putting your money into the stock market and receiving some financial payment back. Or like I said, you are doing what I'm doing and you're working in some type of spiritual practice, doing astrology, tarot card reading, palm reading, what have you. So opportunities to consider that you may have not considered, how to maybe receive abundance in your career and your finances. Neptune sacrifice. Again, I'm gonna look in my book really quickly. I'm sorry. Well, I'm not sorry, but working in the film industry, working in Hollywood, maybe working in I'm sorry. I'm looking at my, like, I don't know. I'm sorry. I swear I'm legit, y'all. Y'all like my bracelet? Working in the creative field, working in television, working in film, working in things that have to do with Hollywood, having to do with like creating the illusion, creating an illusion. You know what I mean? That is something that you can definitely consider, and I feel like you would definitely be prosperous in that if you so decide to do that. Working in the entertainment industry, okay, you can work in the entertainment industry, and you would definitely have some good luck in there. Okay. How this opportunity will benefit you if you so choose to do this. A lot of action, a lot of energy. I feel like, so Gemini, I feel like it would be, if you choose to do this, if you so choose to work in the entertainment industry, work in Hollywood, work in film, work in television, what so have you, it would definitely be very high energy. Gemini, it would definitely be very intellectually stimulating. It would definitely be fast paced for sure. Very creative. You would have a lot of opportunity to do creative things. Yeah, definitely consider it. Consider working potentially in the entertainment industry in Hollywood, maybe, if you're not already. Or honestly, this could also have to do with working on YouTube, doing YouTube. Being an influencer, being a social media influencer. It's very high pace, where you get to use a lot of your intellectual facilities, your creative facilities. So what is the overall outcome for your career and your money? Let's go. Ooh, Jupiter return benefits. You're good. You're gonna be alright. If you are 12 years old, if you are 24 years old, if you are 36 years old, those ages will be very significant for you in your career and your in your money. Okay, expect great abundance coming in during the ages of 12, 24, 36, so on and so forth. Our Jupiter return occurs every 12 years. So where we have a lot of luck. A lot of luck. But I think that it's gonna bring you a lot of abundance. Working as an influencer, working in Hollywood, working in film, television, what have you, anything having to do with like the entertainment industry, anything we view on a screen, I should say, will greatly benefit you. And you can also expect opportunities to come maybe on the side from like doing occult things, such as tarot card readings, such as working in the stock market, doing people's finances, helping people's finances get in order. You can definitely expect some side money from that. If this is not like your main source of income, it could definitely be a side hustle for you. It'll be definitely very fulfilling for you. Extremely fulfilling. So that's all I have for you. Actually, let's pull one more card, because that's what I always do. That's what I'm doing for the time being, at least. Pulling an Angel Oracle deck just to kind of wrap everything together. This fell out. Don't stop. Don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams. If you have a dream to do this, dream to do occultish things, dream to do things having to do with, oh, also, duh, Neptune is psychic ability as well. So you could, it's the 8th house and the 12th house are definitely Neptune, and these are definitely water cards. You know, you could fuck, what was I about to say? I'm so sorry. Working, damn, psychic stuff. Yes, doing psychic stuff, things that tap into your emotionality, into your psychic ability. You could definitely be doing that, and that will bring you a lot of abundance. Don't stop. Don't give up on yourself. If things get rough, if things get tough, don't give up. Don't lose sight of what you're doing. Okay, things might get a little, like everything, things might get a little frustrating, especially if you're working for yourself. If you're an entrepreneur, things can get tough. Things can get, you can get off your rocker sometimes emotionally. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep it going. Keep it moving. Okay? Alright, guys. I hope this reading resonated. If it did, please give this video a like, comment, and subscribe. Please follow me on Instagram. And if you so will, book a personal reading with me. Okay? Have a Hello to those who chose my PTAH oil. This is your reading for money and career. So we'll get 6 cards. 5 from my astrology deck and 1 from my Angel Oracle deck, to see your current situation, where sources of income can come, opportunities that maybe you haven't considered or maybe are currently considering, how the opportunities that you're considering and will benefit you, and what the overall outcome for your career and finance will be. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is your current situation with your career and finance. Abundance. Somebody is doing pretty well for themselves, I must say. You must be doing pretty well for yourself right now. Maybe there's a lot of money coming in. Maybe there's an ample amount of job opportunities for you right now. You're quite lucky. I feel like, you're very attractive to opportunities right now. Or opportunities are very attracted to you, I should say. So where would this new maybe future career or future of your career and finances, where's this coming from? Cold hard business, I must say. Cold hard business. You might be working corporate, in a corporate setting, somewhere where emotionality is not necessarily looked brightly upon, somewhere where you kind of have to be very tough and cold to maneuver around. So not something that's particularly creative, something where it's kind of like by the book, like ABC 1, 2, 3. I go to work 9 to 5, come back home, do my thing, take care of myself, and that's that on that. No room really much for individuality or creativity. And there's nothing wrong with that. Get your bread, and leave. Do what you gotta do. There is nothing wrong with working a 9 to 5 if that means paying your bills and living that lifestyle that a life of comfortability, of stability that you want, and you want to be stable. Conventionality, there's nothing wrong with that. If you want to be a conventional person, work a conventional job, you can do that. You can work in maybe finance, working lawyer. It might be a lawyer working in law, working somewhere where your heart is not really in it all the way. Like, you're not particularly passionate about it, but it pays the bills. Okay, so card number 3 is our opportunities to maybe consider for your career. Sensing, okay, yeah, maybe consider something that's not so devoid of passion and emotion. Maybe consider something doing a bit more, something that requires emotional intelligence. I feel like, corporate America, it requires emotional intelligence, but only to a degree. It kind of requires you to follow a certain set of rules, a certain set of standards, a certain set of etiquette and procedures. Maybe consider something that, consider a place or consider opportunity that will maybe tap into your emotional intelligence a little more, allow you to express that a bit more. Interesting. I'm gonna go into my book really quick and just maybe see if there are specific industries that show up when dealing with this. Maybe something that will take you across the water, take you across the ocean, to the whole another side of the world. Something that maybe allows you to travel, because Jupiter is also about travel. And this is underneath the sensing and water card, water element card. Something that requires you to be more in tune with your emotions, so you're not completely shut off from yourself, and so you don't lose yourself. You're human. When you're in corporate America, you're a cog in the machine. You're not necessarily seen as an individual with feelings, emotions, desires, passions, and all that stuff. So maybe consider going to a place where a job where you can make better use of your emotions, make better use of your humanness, of your emotional intelligence, of your perception ability of human activity. Maybe if you're into like human behavior, maybe a psychologist, maybe working as a social worker, working with people, working in a nonprofit, working to service people, working at the service of your fellow human, something that's humanitarian. Consider that. You can definitely consider that. Okay, but if you want income, you can definitely do corporate stuff. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so how this potential opportunity and this opportunity will benefit you. Genius, you got genius card. I feel like it will allow you to potentially work from home, work at your own pace, work in a very innovative way, ways that you yourself are not necessarily used to, work in ways that the world is not necessarily used to. It can definitely give you a sense of liberation, working in either of these potential ways, because we all know that corporate America is definitely at home right now anyways, because we are currently in a pandemic. humanitarian roles will give you a sense of freedom because you're using more of your humanity to work this job. So these are two things that you might be considering, and these, it will definitely give you a sense of freedom, a sense of like, wow, this is so new. This is something that we've never really seen before, whether it's you as an individual or as a collective. Okay, so overall outcome for your career and your finances are ending. So you might have to not be afraid to take a leap of faith and just kind of go into the deep end, go into the unknown. If you're feeling like it's time for a change in career, do not be afraid to leave and start something new. I feel like maybe for a time you might be relying on other people's money, other people's resources. You might be staying at a friend's place, staying at home, or asking people for money. There's no shame in that. With the unprecedented times we are in right now, there's no shame in that, okay? But for the time being, yeah, you might, you might be working, like I said, you might be working at the service of other people. Water sign is I consider to be a very humanitarian, working at the service of other people. So you might be dealing with other people's money, corporate law, finance, things that require more logic than emotion. But if you feel like, oh, well, you can do emotional things if it's not bringing you great joy, but you have to take that leap of faith. Whatever leap of faith you're trying to take, it will definitely be something that is a bit unnerving for you. You're not necessarily comfortable with, but it's going to be a new beginning, of absolutely new, fresh start for you. Something that you're not all too familiar with, or yeah. So it's going to be a new adventure for you. It's going to be a new start, a fresh new start for you. Okay. So that is what I see. I'm seeing that, yeah. Okay, let's get one more card just to tie everything together. Bada bing, bada boom. This one. Look for a sign. You might be feeling a bit desperate right now. Because I feel like you might be at a crossroads for your career and your money. If you really are desperate, look for a sign in the universe. Ask the universe for a sign to show you. Yeah, I was getting the feeling that you might be feeling like you're stuck between a rock and a hard place, because these two elements are very different. You have unemotionality and emotionality. You know what I mean? So you can do these two things, and you might be stuck between a rock and a hard place. You can do either of those things. You just have to ask the universe for a sign, and it will gladly give you one, and it will bring you new beginnings that you may be looking for, the sign that you're looking for. You might go on a kind of a spiritual type of journey, like maybe some soul searching for a little bit, as you go into a new phase of your career and your financial abundance. So I feel like, yeah, you might be looking for a change, and you've kind of saved up enough abundance. You might be very well off at the current moment. You kind of saved up your bread so you can make the change and have some time to decide, okay, where do I want to go with my career? And if you're feeling just like unsure, you can ask the universe for a sign, and it will gladly give you one. Okay. Yeah, it might be time to go into the unknown for a little while and just sit in not knowing what to do next, because you're caught between maybe doing one thing or the other. Okay? The universe will always provide for you. It loves you so much. Okay? Alright, pile 2, PTAH oil. I am very glad you were able to allow me to exchange energy with you. If this video resonated, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hello to those who chose the SIREN oil. This is your reading for your finances and your career path If you're feeling a bit lost right now and you need some clarity onto your situation, you've come to the right reading. It's 111 right now. It's a good sign. Off to a good start. Thank you, Spirit. So we're going to draw 6 cards, 5 from my Black Moon Astrology deck and 1 from my Angel Oracle deck. So we have 1 card. The first card will be your current situation, your current financial career situation. Your second card will be sources of income that you can definitely expect to come in quite easily. Opportunities to consume. Damn, I can't take that one now. I already saw it. Let's do a shuffle if it comes out and it was meant to be. Opportunities to consider. You know, ways that maybe you haven't considered before to make money. How this opportunity might benefit you in the future, and overall outcome for your career. So we have abundance at the bottom of the deck if that matters to you. So I feel like abundance, luck is maybe definitely on your side right now when it comes to your career. So first card, your current situation. Okay, so Pisces, you might be an artist. You might be someone who deals with the subconscious mind. You might be a psychologist, a therapist. I'm getting somebody who works with children for some reason. I know that's not typically associated with Pisces, but maybe like an art teacher. Like you work, maybe potentially you work as an art teacher. Working with, yeah, I'm getting very strongly working with children. Like, yeah, really enjoying being creative with children. So you might be an art teacher. Don't have to be, because this is a general reading. It could be. But yeah, definitely working in some type of creative field. You might really want to work in a museum, maybe as an art curator, working as a painter, working something that just really requires creativity, like really God-given creativity, beautiful expressions of art. You might work as a graphic designer. You might work, or I might work in fashion, anything having to do with like uses of God-given creativity. But yeah, I was getting really strong that you work with children and you teach art to children, or just facilitate children working in art. Doesn't have to be, but that's just what I felt. So sources of income. Right now, you might be in some debt. You might be, the money that you receive right now might be going towards debt, that you might have some student loans that you have to pay off. You also, with the Pisces card, you also might be in a state of like hoping and wondering and believing that, something it's gonna get, I don't know. But I'm sensing that, and if you're an artist, you might have went to art school or racked up some debt, and the job that you have right now is just kind of like you have to pay back your student loan debt. That might be your situation right now. So whatever income you have, it might be going, a great sum of that income might be going towards student loan debt. So opportunities to consider. Okay, something that is a bit more logic-minded, I feel like will bring you great abundance. I know that, we said you're creative, it's evident, you're in some type of creative field, getting creative money. If you're not satisfied with what you have right now, and you want to have more abundance, I would suggest doing something that is a bit more logical and less emotional. Maybe doing something that's corporate. Consider going to something that's a bit more corporate, something that is more secure and stable, and maybe something that has a 401k, you know what I mean? Something that will provide you benefits, proper career benefits. No, oops, damn, my light just fell. It's okay. I was gonna turn this off. Oh well, yeah, something that will provide you something with a bit more like security. Maybe consider being a copywriter. That is something that's an industry that's blowing up right now. Being a freelancer, freelance writer, freelance artist, freelance creative. Just something that is guaranteed to give you some more money and isn't so kind of like up in the air. I feel like maybe your career is a bit up in the air as well. It's not super stable right now. Your situation is not super stable. I just ate a fry. I'm sorry. I shouldn't be eating right now. Yeah, so your situation is not super stable, and you're paying debt, and you can definitely, if you want the opportunity to get something that's a bit more stable, a bit more like routine, something where it's like a 9 to 5, you can definitely consider that. Please consider that. Please consider getting a 9 to 5. There's nothing wrong with it. It offers security. You don't have to stay at it forever. You know what you can do? I'm learning about financial literacy. If you want a 401k, you can have the option to have a 401k, or if I know 401ks are typically associated with a company. Also, you can get a Roth IRA. Take the money that you earn from a 9 to 5, put it into a Roth IRA, and that will be kind of like a security blanket, security net for you. And I believe also that if you have a 401k at your job, you can definitely transfer that 401k to another company. If you so decide that this job is not for you and you want to go somewhere else, you can definitely do that. So some financial advice as well. So how these opportunities will benefit you: it'll give you a broader view of the world. It might take you some places as well. With your experience, it might allow you to travel. Excuse me. Damn that French fry. It might allow you to travel some. It might just allow you to see a new way of living in the world, how other people live, and broaden your perspective on how life really is. So beyond being a financial and career opportunity, it'll be a great life opportunity for you to just see the different ways in which life is lived. So overall outcome for your future, if you do so consider these opportunities for you: a greater sense of independence, a greater sense of security in yourself, a greater sense of confidence in yourself, a greater sense of like inner stability, I would say. Like, yeah, just confidence. If you consider this, I feel like maybe right now it's kind of like, oh, it's so up in the air, it's so like an insecure situation. It might be an insecure situation right now, and you considering this opportunity to maybe potentially get a 9 to 5, and where your income is not so much going towards all of your debt. See a different way of life. Maybe you're just kind of like the stubborn artist who's like, I will die for my art. I will die for my creativity. It'll give you a better, considering getting something that's a bit more stable, will give you a better footing in life. Will give you a more secure, stable sense of being. So let's get one more card to close it out and wrap it all up. Within the next few weeks. So I think you can definitely find something, a new job, a new position within the next few weeks. I would say between 6 to 8 weeks, because that's just a guesstimate. That's just a number that came to me. It takes some time to find a job. It takes some time, especially to find a 9 to 5, something a bit more corporate, something a bit more offering instability. You can find it if you want. I feel like you're definitely capable. You have the skills. While you're looking for a full-time job is a full-time job. You know what I mean? Looking for a full-time job is a full-time job. But if you really apply yourself, you can definitely find something that is very suitable for you within the next few weeks. Okay, so Siren, pile 3, that was your reading. If you enjoyed this reading, please give it a thumbs up, like, comment, subscribe, follow my YouTube, follow my Instagram, and If you'd like to book a personal reading with me, that is very possible. My prices are on my Instagram and also in the link in the bio, also in my box in the bio. I hope you have a good day. Bye.